Hi, I am Rasesh. I am going to speak about the L1 trap. If you believe the lowest quote or the cheapest price is the smartest purchase, then this video is for you. Yes, honestly, it is never the same. I don't mean to say costliest purchase is the best purchase. No, but this mentality is across the industry, across the people. Let it be a housewife buying a grocery or a senior executive buying crores of material. We all fall under this trap. Imagine a one wrong size send, a truck delay, or a document mismatch. All the saving of the purchase of L1 will suddenly disappear, and you might also start spending more. And suddenly, all the purchase discounts disappears. The bigger problem is something deeper. Maximum companies check for their procurement saving, while very few analyze their execution losses. And this is where the trap is called the L1 trap. Now let's try to understand what is the L1 trap. When we get 5 or 7 quotations and we compare the prices for the cheapest one, our logical mind says that this is the right purchase. But I insist to look over on certain criteria. I'm not saying that L1 should not be compared. Price parity should be there. While what I try to say is, the problem starts when the L1 is only considered as a decision-making criteria. Today, in many companies, the purchasers or the purchase teams are rewarded for buying hard, negotiating hard, and saving companies money. Yes, they are right. But somewhere, nobody accounts for the execution losses. Yes, L1 works when there is simplicity of the material, standard materials, where the cost of wastage is negligible. The cost of replacement is very negligible. While in real world, this is not the situation. Every project demands something different. This is where maximum purchase team fails to understand the risk of execution. As I come from a steel industry, let me give you an example of the steel industry. My company's name is Ferrite Structural Steels. We sell around 750 SKUs in steel. And my team faces this challenge every single day. It's very hard to convince a customer that steel is not about rates. It's more about application, wastage, delivery commitment, technical suitability, the execution plan, and the paperwork. Let me give you one of the very practical example of steel industry. Many customer requires cut to size products. The options available are gas cutting or a laser cutting. Now, a purchaser trapped in the L1 mindset will definitely ask for the cheapest material, while a smarter purchaser will do it differently. He will consider what are the options available right now that will reduce his rework cost or the wastage cost. So instead of comparing only the material cost, he will definitely consider also the execution cost. The smart purchaser knows laser cutting cost can reduce his grinding time, finishing labor, fitting adjustment, fabrication delays, handling efforts, and many more logistic costs. Now imagine a fabricator spending hours grinding the rough edge. Has that purchaser calculated the cost of his labor, his grinding time, his delays, the electricity? No, right? That is where a smart purchaser calculates this, and he ends up adding to the profitability rather than making the project into loss. Why this cost are rarely calculated considering the purchase, and this all adds to the profitability of the project. Let's try to understand how a smart purchaser will evaluate the situation. A professional buyer, along with the rates, will consider the compliances part, documentation part, response speed, dispatch capability, technical understanding of the product, back-end coordination, and overall team support. In real world, the problem comes one by one and not on a single day. Someday there can be a transportation issue. On another day, there can be a availability issue. This is where the team strength of the vendor comes into picture. For the big purchasers, consider that if the supplier is running on a 1 or 2% company, that is the biggest risk. Industrial supply chain doesn't run on promises. It runs on systems, and system requires team. A supplier's team should have dispatch coordination, technical support, compliance and accounts team, transport coordination, and a quality team. So next time you purchase, don't only compare the quotations. Also consider the execution capabilities, technical understanding, compliance, delivery commitment, and the team strength. Because Lowest quotation can win a one-time PO, but a dependable execution will win a long-term business. Forward this video to the procurement head, project head, or the business owner. The execution cost is never counted. If your business wants to reduce the project cost by 3 to 5%, subscribe to this channel.